is another flip out. This is actually a added file folder piece, and the top part here, this is a lean-to pocket where the birds are. This is a piece that I cut out of some chipboard weight, no, not chipboard, cardstock weight designs, and glued it partially on here and made a flap, and I even left the little serial number and everything right here, and with the Olde Curiosity Shop on it and everything. I just left it just like that. I used the other piece of the clock here and made a lean-to pocket, and used the piece that I had cut out of the picture frame and used it for a tag. So I really like the dimension it added to the paper on the background there. So then it opens up to the right, and then over here is just the other side of the folder thing, and I just got a sticker down here that says look. I just love this paper. And then in the center here in the middle, I have a border pocket on the right, and I've got these pretty butterflies along the edge of it, and I use those because I used the butterfly boot out of the paper, and I did the crackle accents. But before I did that, I did some glittering with my pen, and then I used the crackle accents on the wings. This is just so cute. And then I did a photo mat from the music paper and just set it up in here with the corners punched, so there's a nice focal point for a nice size picture. That closes up like that, and we'll go over to this side of the page. And over here I took another piece of paper from another paper line, and I just took my punch, this one right here that can reach into the page, and I punched a couple holes along the lines, one here and one over here, and then I took my craft knife and cut between those two lines to make a pocket. And then I accented this with this flower was actually on the paper, and I just took my glitter pen, went over parts of it, and then took my crackle accents and went over parts of it again, and used some more of the brown swirls down here, just perfectly colored. And then I popped out of this little gown here, he was crackle accented too, made this tag for the pocket. And this is a tag I've never done before as well. I think I had made one prior to this one. I don't even remember which book it's in. It's not quite as large as this one, but it's similar. And so I had this gorgeous cutout of the bird cage, and I wanted to put it on here. So I had this from a Crafty Secrets sticker sheet, and I put it at the bottom, so it looks like it's part of it, but it pulls out and has a vertical tag, bifold tag here with this gorgeous paper. And I just left the back of it. It's white. It could be, of course, sprayed with glimmer mist or something, but it has like a little bit of a sheen, and I didn't want to mess it up trying to spray it or anything, so I just left it like it was. And that scoots back down in that little pocket. And on the side, I just took some of the individual stickers and stuck them along the edge. Put the ribbon on there. I did the corners with my punch, and then that holds the ribbon in place really nicely. And then this is a double page spread of the paper that I cut out to put on here. Another one of those butterflies popped up, and it says every day is a special occasion. I just love this. I love how this turned out. And then the back of it has the polka dots again, and it just sits down on here nicely. And then up in the corner, this is a sticker up here I added to the page. I love dimension. I love even the flattest things can make such dimension on a page. Over here, I did something kind of, well, it looks plain, but it's just so pretty. I'm trying to get my chair situated. I have to keep moving this book, so I kind of have to move with it a little. I had bought these photo mats, is what these are, that go over pictures. And I really wanted to I was going to use them on the front of the book. Was my original idea as doors, but they were so large, they were too big. But anyway, I wanted to use them as a photo frame in the book, because of the black, and it's textured like a linen. And then I took some corners from the Crafty Secret sticker sheet and put them on the opposite corners, and I put one of my favorite dimensional sticker from that card, and I put it right here on the corner. I just love it. And then this little bow just unties. It holds this closed. It's printed and it's hard to see. Okay. Excuse me. So I made this so that it's like a little booklet style in a way. You have your 2-page spread here of your, the paper. I love this piece of paper. This is the 8x8 one. And then I have this back piece here, right there to the left. And then your photo just slides right in here. So this space is completely open. There's no glue there to catch your photo. Just slides right in. And then this right here is the place to do the journaling. And I don't know if I could actually, well, I guess it could be used for a pocket, pretty large one, but I didn't put anything in there. So this closes back, and then it just ties right back up with this little guy. I'm not going to do that. And then over here to the right, I did a little lean-to border right here so that you could slide things under there if you preferred. And on this goes on over to this side of the page. So let me move the camera just a tad. And this was so much fun. I mean, it turned out so pretty. It turned out exactly like I wanted it to. I wanted to do some metal in here because of the Curiosity Shop theme. So I cut out the edge of the paper and just did like a backwards L. Actually, this is a forwards L in it. Shape right here along the edge, just for like border pockets. And then I cut out and did a couple of the little flowers, ribbon flowers, and then put the ribbon in here. And then this opens back up. It opens up upward this way. Okay. And I did a very large tag. I did the paper. I love the bumblebees. And I did a very large tag, and I meant for this tag to swirl. And it would, except I glued the lace and the ribbon together right here. So it won't swirl open. It has to be lifted instead, but that's no big whoopie-doo. So a photo can go underneath, a photo can go on top, and then on the back side as well. And this, of course, is large enough for a very large photo or a couple small ones. And then this just sits right back down in here. And in the back of that little flap is got the pretty paper on it I love. And I just left it just like it was because I really like the collage. And then this little guy here, I did a little booklet-like thing. Sort of like the other one, but smaller. And I put this little jewelry piece here. I just really liked it. I thought this, when I had this piece of paper glued down to this cardstock, I said that just needs something. It needs something. Like something draped in front of it. So I put this on here, and it holds this little piece closed. Okay, just comes off. Flip it to the side, and this little guy here is this little piece. I put it on here, this chain, to hold this out so I could get a hold of that little thing. Anyway, it flips open. It's like a little vertical booklet, like so. And then it opens accordion style. And this is just for looks. I did not make a pocket. I don't know why I didn't do a little pocket there, but I didn't. And then this is a journaling spot right here. That's what this piece is for. And then when this closes back up, this is also a pocket. And at the top I have this vertical tag, which is so cute. And I've got this perfectly black seam binding. And it is just turned out so pretty. And the bow just sits so perfectly for it. And then this opens up vertically, and inside is place for little pictures and journaling. You could easily add a little journaling spot here and use it that way, however you choose. And that's the back of it. I tried to make sure that all my pockets were nice and loose in this album, so there's no problem getting them in and out. And then this flips over this way, and we come to the next 2 pages. So let's go over to this one. I really, really love these 2 pages as well. Had a lot of fun doing these. I done this part right here in a file folder style, as you can see. And of course I had the hand cut part of it to make it small as it is. And then I did a corner punch here on the corner. Just thought it added some, I did some things in here I wouldn't normally do because it was supposed to be sort of odd. It wasn't supposed to be perfectly done. And put one of my butterflies up there that I crackle accented on a pop dot. And this opens up this way. And I just love how this all turned out. Right here, this was a complete photo mat. But I just had to put these little guys. I wanted to put this little guy here, but I didn't want to put it just by itself. I never can. So instead of matting it, I just did loose mats behind it so that they could be used if necessary for smaller pictures. So there's 3 of them done in the paper that complement each other in a stack like so on a brad. And then at the top there is a pocket. And I did this piece right here. I just really liked it. I thought it looked good with the eye chart there. And it opens up. And inside, I did a little bit of geometric going on here. I did a journaling spot at the bottom. I did this little joint here. Left it just like that. And I did some of the polka dotted paper. Did it in like a shape so that a photo would look really, really cute here. Balanced off some way. 1 or 2 even. And I just like the way that turned out. And that's the back, and it just slides in and out of that little pocket right there. See how nice and loose that is? Okay, down at the bottom I did a border with one of the border strips from the paper line right here. I did some crackle accenting on these bottles, and I just glued them in there individually. As you can see, they're separate. And then this one I just did some glitter on. I didn't put any accents on that. And I put a tag in there, made a tag, and this tag is really cool. I like the way I did it. The tag is actually smaller than its background. And I did a little flip piece up here at the top that opens up. And then there's the small tag on the back. Perfect for journaling. And then I did my favorite paper here again. This is the 8x8 size. Did a small little border of the 8x8 little bicycles with the clocks on them there. That closes back nicely and then flips over, and this is the back side. I love this paper too. I love it all, really. And I did this little hinge decoratively so it would look nice, and just slips right in there. That closes back up. And behind this photo, I almost call it a photo album. Behind this is a pocket, a very large pocket back behind, underneath here. Goes back under here like so. So a nice little place to hide things. And then over here next to it, I did a larger little flip out and put the lady on it with the whole cutout of her on the one of the cutout sheets. Matted her on some paper and then some cardstock. Backed it with some more paper. And then this little guy down here is a little border pocket, and I just put the butterflies on top and made a tag for it. And this is another piece from the romance paper line, one of the cutouts. I just loved it, so I had to put it with it. And they're double-sided. Isn't that so cool? So I like the contrast of the dark paper instead of the light color here, so I put the dark facing upward, because you don't notice it, but there's a lot of brown. There's brown in this paper. It's just really pretty. I didn't even notice it till I started working with that cardstock. And over here, this page is really fun. I did a little flip out. I love this little bird cage. So I used it up here. I wanted it kind of suspended, so I used it on a little flip out as well. And then this piece down here is layered. There's first a layer of corrugated paper, and this is by Can Company. This is not from a box. It's scrapbook paper, actually. On top of that, I did a layer of another paper, and then I did the decorative paper, cut out the word, little sign thing. I did a pop dotted, well no I didn't pop dot this one, I just glued it down. It is because this was already kind of bulky, and this is glossy accent, crackle accented. And then I made this little tag to go behind this title. Instead of, sticking it down in there one on top of the other, I thought it would be cute to have something go back behind the title. So I did. And I used the glasses. I thought this was so cute. And then I did the little vertical tag-like thing out of the paper, as you can see. I used a tiny paper clip and a little metal bow, and that just can scoot to the left out of the way. Don't even have to remove it. This lifts up to reveal a journaling spot, and then a little place up here for pictures or just to leave it as it is. So I just really like the way that turned out. And then that just sits back down there, and then this tag comes out of here, and this is the background paper. There is a piece of glue there. I've got glue everywhere. So again, I did the corner punches and put the ribbon on. I just love the way that looks. It kind of accents everything nicely. And this tag is a self-closing tag, I guess I'll call it. I left it so that this can be folded back over it and hold it closed, and it does a very good job of it. But it opens up, and inside I have done nothing but journaling spaces here on this one. So both sides has vintage style paper in there with journaling lines. So that turned out really pretty. And I just ran the ribbon all the way through in case you want to do a picture down here or up there or something. And then that little piece just flips over and it holds it nicely. It's amazing. That sits in there, and this little guy sits back in here. Just love how all these pockets did so nicely this time. Don't have to, pull them out. Something's getting hung over here. Okay. I'm going to have to move the camera because this is going to fold down. There we go. This is a vertical page spread. Up here at the top, I cut out the large 12 by 12 paper, the one that had the skate on it, with the women's boot, and I just cut some of it out, the flourish out, and backed it on some black textured cardstock, and used some Lindy Stamp Game that has some gold in it, and just sprayed over it after I had glittered some of it with a glitter pen in different colors. And then I took that gold and sprayed over top of it. And I didn't completely glue every little piece down, so it would have a little pop-up of a dimension there. And so that's glued on top of the border pocket that I just did out of the paper here, nothing fancy. I just did a sticker on top of a piece of cardstock over here, textured cardstock, just for dimension, just to give it something to look at there in the corner. And then up at the top there is a lean-to pocket made from the butterfly and the paper itself. And then of course that's a pocket there, and then I made a tag. This tag I made to go on this page down here, but because of where I placed this little rose, it wouldn't work. I couldn't close the page, so I had to put it up here at the top. And then on the back side of it, it just has a flip up piece here where you can put journaling and photo, a nice size photo here, like a school picture size right here. Wallet size is what I'm trying to say. So I put that there, and that just goes inside of here. The border pocket, and I put this over it. Well, let's get it this way. There we go. Looks better that way. And then down here at the bottom, I just love this little page. It's so fun. I have at the bottom, I have a border piece down here, and then pieces that I added to the border. This thing here is in the way. Let me scoot it back a bit. There we go. I did a border pocket out of the paper, and I left part of the border paper, the paper I did the border, it had kind of comes up like so. And, oh, you didn't even see me. Okay. So it comes up a little and then goes back down. And then I took the border paper the border, this isn't paper, this is a border from, I believe it is Can Company, and I just partially stuck it down just so it would touch the border, and I added the little game piece here, and I added the little bumblebee, and I added the little the butterfly is on the piece underneath there. So that just turned out so cute, and of course I did another one of the boots. But this one I put the skeleton leaves behind it, and I really, really, really like the way it turned out. It's really sheer, but it's pretty. I mean, it just adds so much to it. Bring this up a little. And then this piece right here is another flip out, and it has the butterfly here that you can kind of take a hold of and pull it open. And it reveals a vertical tag back here. And I had originally designed this tag so that you could pull this piece, the paper you see back behind the butterflies, that you could pull it up. But I had done these butterflies and cut them out, and I thought they were so cute, and I said, it needs something else. So the only way to use the butterflies on here without putting acetate was to just stick them right on the background paper. So that's what I did. I really like the way it turned out. I really do. So it's a bifold tag anyway, and it opens up. Let's see, let me set the camera down. This opens up this way. And it's just nice, heavy cardstock inside. Really pretty colors. And it just sits there to kind of accent this little dude down here. I did some more Crafty Secrets sticker here with a butterfly, and then this is where that tag was supposed to have gone. But like I said, it stuck out too far beyond the page, and you couldn't close the page. So I made another tag to go there instead, and it's just a plain tag. I didn't do anything fancy with it. It's just for journaling, really. And it just wobbles back down in there. And then this piece over here, I did a pocket and stuck a dimensional tag in it. I did a pocket, and I did use the girls on the paper there for the focal point. And then this is a belly band type thing I put around here. It really isn't meant to come off. It's just meant for looks. It actually holds this piece that I folded over from the, I folded it over here, and I didn't want to put any glue in there, so I used this to keep it closed instead. So it's a full pocket. That's what it is. A tag with a pocket. And not my little dudes right out of there. And that just flips back over. And these two little corner things, they're from Crafty Secrets. Really cute. And that flips back up that way and closes. Get the camera back on a stable ground. It's wobbling here. And the last page set here on the back. There's that. Is one that I have done in my Halloween album. I've done it in a couple albums, but I did a vertical file folder style is what I did with this, and I put one of the metal butterflies here on the corner to pick it up and down with. So it just opens up vertically and folds down to this way, and I did another one of those acetate butterflies here in the corner. And then I did a piece of, this was a card-like that came with that paper line, and I just made a little bifold tag out of it, is really all I did with it. I just love the butterflies on it. The colors, they just went so well with the paper. And that just sits right in there. And then up here at the top, I did a double, actually it ends up to be a triple pocket. In the front piece here is a pocket. As you can see, it's really deep. Here's this little guy before you glue him down. It's similar to that one. And so I don't want to stick it all the way in. And then there's a second pocket behind the black cardstock, and I just did a vertical border pocket there on this pretty colored cardstock here. And then that goes up behind there. And then back behind here, I glued that down. I did not leave a pocket back behind vertically because I did one horizontally. So I'll close that back up. And then there's a very large, larger than a 4x6 photo mat in here to use, or it can be used for journaling, whichever. And the colors were just perfect. It sits in there. And this opens up vertically. And up at the top, we'll go up to the top first. There's more of that paper. The thing will stay. Let me see if I move the camera itself. Okay. I did a border pocket out of the polka dotted paper over here with the gold. I just love that color. And another one of the borders. And then this stamp is from the collection, and I just added it to the border. I backed the whole thing on some beige colored cardstock there. I really love the way that turned out. And then this large tag here, with these ribbons going every which way. I used one of the bird nests. I thought it was so pretty with the colors and everything. And it opens up, and inside is the ladies. And over here is a journaling tag or photo spot. And then I left it popped up so that you could put something behind it as well. And then this is the back side of it. And then there's the page without the tag in it. And it just sits right in there. Down here at the bottom, I did the little Curiosity Shop. I don't know what you call this. It's like a cabinet almost with a drawer. And I glued the clocks up here individually. And I took some glossy accents and put on these three, just on the faces of them. Give them some stability. And also on the key over here, I cut it and put it over here as well. And then I did the glass that you can look through to the drawer, and did the glossy accents on it. And then I did a border. And then I did another border with just the butterflies down here at the bottom. I just cut some out and put them on a border. And that opens up this way. Over here, I did this cute little vertical tag, and I glued it down. I just went ahead and glued it down. I just thought it was so cute. And then in here, I stuck one of the little tiny butterflies with the paper at the bottom here. I did some variation of the paper. Just so I love all these little butterflies. And then this bumblebee thing here is one of the stickers from the sticker sheet. Right here is a cardstock tag that I made, and I glued the postcard on there from the paper line. I backed it on the black, and then I put it on here. And it opens up, and inside, of course, is a border pocket at the bottom with one of the strips along the bottom of it. This paper color here just turned out so perfect for this paper line, and then there, paper in there. It just sits in there, and this closes back up. And then it opens up to the left, this way. And on the back of it, I did another pocket from the paper. I put one of the larger dragonflies up here in the corner. I just love the colors, just were so perfect. I took one of the tags from the paper line, cut it out, and put it here to accent the paper so that, it wouldn't be just there. And I glued it down, and I made a pocket, and I put another bifold tag in there with another piece from the paper. And just left it for journaling. So I want to do quite a lot of journaling spots in here, and there's the background paper. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll just leave that out for now. And then over here, the main page, I did another where I did the paper, cut out the little holes, and then cut with the craft knife and made an opening in the page and made a pocket for it and made a tag out of the paper. And I used some other paper to make borders, the polka dots. And then there's the top up there. Really cute. And then I used this for the main portion right here, focal point. I made a border pocket at the bottom with the bumblebee sticker again, and the cute little tiny butterflies, and these are glossy accented. I just love how this piece turned out. It's just make a beautiful card just as it is. And then the back of it has the polka dots as well. And then this is the background paper, like a paper ad. Has this pretty yellow stuff going on here in the corner. And then the butterfly, there was an oval here, and I just took him and pop dotted him here and put some more of the swirls and some of this braid down here, since the color was just perfect. This one here is a little hard to get in because of the page wants to bow because it's the way it's folded over. And then that all closes back over, just like so. And then the back page, I decorated a little bit with the pigs. I had to do the pigs somewhere. So I did a border pocket to the left. I did the background of those, and then I I cut these out with one of my die cuts by Spellbinders, and I put the letters Curiosity on here, and these are epoxy letters on gold, with gold backgrounds. And I put the little ribbon behind here as if it were holding it up. And a string is ran through here, so these are double-sided. They're black and cream on one side and white and black on the other. Cream and black on the other. And then that just closes up like so. And that is the back of the book right there. So that's the whole album. And it's only taken me an hour to show it. So this will be a couple of videos for sure. But thanks for stopping by and looking at it. And if I decide to put it up, I'll let you guys know. And if anybody's interested, let me know. And that may help my decision. So everybody have a great day. And thanks for stopping by. And I'll be chatting with you again soon, I hope.